Director of the Department for Culture and Environment of the Cariplo Foundation. What are the objectives of the Foundation in relation with the project in the area of the Parco Agricolo Sud Milano? The Foundation already has been active for many years in the area of the Parco Agricolo Sud Milano, financing and co-financing several projects that aim to preserve the agricultural land within this area. In a broader view, this also involves preserving and taking care of the territory, but mostly it's about maintaining the agriculture activity within this area, which, in our opinion, contributes to the preservation of the intended use of the land and its non-urbanization. This motivation was our main driver, especially in the initial part of our activity. So, a strong environmental and naturalistic motivation. In time, we've also learned to recognize the value of initiatives in the area of the park and started to give more and more support to a different element. Sustaining the agricultural activity in the area around Milan and in its province, and the enhancing of the agricultural characteristic of the area. This feature of the area is not very known and often goes unnoticed in this city, that is considered the capital of industry and services, while instead agriculture is actually a very particular characteristic of this area. So our motivation is made up of a strictly environmental element, as well as a broader aspect of economical and social character. In which way, according to you and to the Cariplo Foundation, will the objectives that you have described be transmitted through the projects in the agricultural park?
Nel tempo I progetti che fanno parte del tavolo si sono anche molto differenziati.
Over the years, the projects that are part of the table of the agricultural park have differentiated and evolved a lot. They range from projects with research character, including also structured scientific research, to other projects that are significant from a social point of view and that are much more connected to bottom-up phenomena and that facilitate initiatives that emerge spontaneously. Let's say that both the market value aspect as well as the capacity to create and to develop economical value are common characteristics of the projects that we have co-financed in the agricultural park. In addition, these projects encourage the public to manage and to enhance the agricultural activity in the park. The public, in this case, can stand for small municipalities, for schools, for a lot of other elements that pass through public resources, but not only. Another good feature of these projects is that they have the capacity to stimulate people to buy local products from the park or organic products with specific characteristics that are particularly suitable for school canteens. So this is a very relevant element that has been brought to the attention of several projects that have been stimulated within the table. In addition, a lot of initiatives have emerged and have been supported, such as projects of territorial enhancement, like markets of smaller and bigger size, such as, for example, the Mercato della Terra. But there are much more initiatives that are more diffused on the terrain in the municipalities located in the hinterland of Milan. I should say that the initiatives that we have supported have emphasized different values of the Parco Agricolo Sud Milano, and I think that it was important to carry them forward, considering our strategies.
Guardando avanti in futuro, in prospettiva, a questo territorio.
Looking forward, what are your expectations, strategies, and hopes for this territory? What would you like to see? What should be done more or better, or which activities should be started?
Allora, senz'altro nell'ultimo periodo vedo una maggiore attenzione
Lately, I've noticed that several public authorities, in particular the region of Lombardy and the municipality of Milan, start to pay more attention to the activities in the agricultural park, and in particular to the projects that have been coordinated within the table. I hope that this increased attention will also result in the definition of a specific food supply policy in a city as important as Milan, in coordination with municipalities from the hinterland and with actors from the agricultural area. And I hope that in doing so, they will use a vision that connects consumers and producers, and that links different methods of production that are more consistent with the agricultural park. In the meantime, I think it's also important to pay attention to the characteristics of the demand of the Milanese citizens, as well as the changes that their demand has highlighted. I would like to see more attention from the public towards this new approach, and in this sense, the Foundation is always available to do its own part. But we would also like to see an increased attention to certain aspects from other authorities.